And it's good news with Dick Baumbach. And how are you, Mr. Baumbach?
I am doing great, sir, and I am so glad to be giving good news to you and others.
You know, it sounds, though, like you still have that nagging cold.
Yeah, it's called nagging. Yeah.
It's the nagging virus.
That's correct, but it's going away very quickly.
Well, that's good. That's good. And have you recovered from your time at the timeshare with Lawrence Welk?
Oh, yes. I am still not a singer, though, so don't worry about that.
I was wondering about your dance lessons, how you were doing with that.
I'm doing very well with that.
Very good.
Incredible.
Very good. Let's start right out today with the story that you have queued up about a woman hailed for inventing foldable paper bicycle helmets. What is that about?
This lady's name is Irish Schiffer. She's a graduate of Pratt Institute of Design in New York City, and she came up with the idea about creating a bicycle helmet out of paper because the other ones, people were just throwing them away. And the paper is a honeycomb pattern. It absorbs force throughout the structure, can sustain damage from every angle, and then it can be put back into a backpack or a purse. It's called the Echo helmet, and it won the 2016 James Dyson Award for most unique invention.
Now that's really putting your head into it.
I knew you were going to say that.
But I mean, who thinks of this? Using paper, making it like a honeycomb, and making it strong enough to be a bicycle helmet. Now, is it available for sale?
They are now going on sale. They're called the Echo helmet.
And where can people get these at? Did they say?
One of the places would be if you go online and look up Echo helmet, you'll find it there. And then if we want to both have a laugh, you can do it as seen on TV. And if you call right now, you can get two for the price of one.
No, you can't really, but that was good. No, that's really interesting. You know, there's so many things that we just don't even think about. It's like I just read an article about how paper actually takes up so many trees to make the pulp, to make the paper, and how expensive it is, versus they've developed a way now to use hemp that can be grown, and it grows in 6 months versus, 10 or 15, 20 years. And they're able to make a quality paper that is better than the paper that they're making with the trees. But, we have so many things going on with hemp and what have you.
Yeah.
They don't want to do it. But, we just, I think so many times just miss the real simple things in life that, we can make or create or develop or invent. And this is a good example of what you could do with just some paper.
Oh, I know. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
It really is. And if you act now, you can get two. That's two. We have too much fun, I'll tell you. Your next one, your next story queued up is the 10 most compassionate American cities in 2016. Now, I've really got to listen to this because I've been to a lot of cities in the United States. I think all of them except for maybe in Hawaii. And I have a hard time putting some of them on the list.
Well, this actually comes from a company or a website called You Caring. It's an online fundraising program that reaches all across the United States. And it's based on how people from these various cities give to funds for helping people out. And what they found, the most compassionate, is Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Really? That's the number one place?
Number one place of people so compassionate, helping people not just from their own town, but from anywhere in the country.
I can believe that because I had a good friend in the Navy that was from there, and he was one of the most compassionate people, I'll tell you, that I ever met. I mean, he'd give you a shirt right off your back, right off his back, just to make you warm or make you feel better. So I believe that.
Yeah.
What was the number 10?
Well, number 10 is Miami.
No way.
Yes. Now, I'll give you number 2. Number 2 is Salt Lake City. Number 3 is Seattle. 4, Midland, Texas. 5, Charleston. 6, Pittsburgh. Number 7, hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is Orlando, Florida.
Wow. We made the list.
Yep. And the next one is Denver. And the next one is Pittsburgh. And then Miami.
Wow. That's amazing. That really is. Now, did they say what the criteria was for this, or was it just the people that donated the most money?
It's really all of the people in that particular region that they're donating. That there are more, say, from Baton Rouge than there are from Miami that are donating to all kinds of different view caring projects.
Wow. That's a really good feel-good story, especially that we had 2 cities from Florida on the list. And it makes, sometimes when you live here, you kind of feel like it's not such a compassionate place sometimes. But obviously it is. We made the list 2 times.
I know.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It really is. Now to take us away from the hot weather, you have a story queued up about a shirtless hero who rescues a terrified dog from slipping into icy waters.
Yep. This happened in Russia, and the guy wants to remain anonymous. And somebody was filming in an area outside of Moscow, and they were filming at a pond that was ice covered. And there was a puppy that started to fall into the water. And this guy, shirtless, came out of nowhere, went down. The puppy bit him a couple of times, but he kept going. He got the puppy out. Emergency services showed up, and they took care of the puppy. And then other emergency services showed up to take care of the man, who absolutely refused to be identified.
Wow. It makes you wonder, are they really people, or are they angels being sent? You ever think about that?
I know. It's amazing.
It really is. It really is. Your next one is amazing. It really is, and it just really warms my heart. But my heart is really broke over this, and I wish the American people and people would understand what's going on. Your story here is about an oil company that surrenders 5 land leases on the sacred Native American land.
Yeah. Now, actually, I made a mistake in the typo. It's 15 land leases.
Wow, that's even bigger.
Excuse me. And it's a total of 150,000 acres. And it's the Devon Energy Corporation. They got the leases after they merged with another company. But then the Blackfeet members of the American Indian tribe, they have been asking and asking and asking. Finally, last week, the Department of Interior ruled that the land had to go back to the Native Americans. Devon Energy said, no problem, we're absolutely going to do it. Here are the leases back.
Wow. I wish they would do that up in the Dakotas right now. I totally understand the importance of energy, and I totally understand all of that, the pipe and all of it, and I support it. I just don't support it going across their sacred lands. We should be smart enough to have alternative routes or alternatives, period, to help those people. I mean,
I agree totally.
Wow. So what do you have for us next week?
Okay, now this goes back to GoFundMe. You heard of GoFundMe, obviously.
Yes, sir.
What they are doing now, they are funding projects.
Funding projects. Well, we'll have to wait until next week to find out what that's all about. I wish they'd fund a few of my projects.
Okay, I'll tell them.
So have a wonderful week there, Mr. Baumbach, and thank you for bringing us such wonderful news. It's always refreshing to hear these good stories, and we thank you so much. And people are loving it. They're just tuning in, and they're playing these. And, I mean, you're getting so many on-demand plays. It's a great thing, what you're doing. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you to TNR. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, and I hope you're feeling better next week. Take care, and till then, this has been Dick Baumbach with the news.